I don't like the fact that my camera is always looking up. It makes me look better than I actually am. Good morning, YouTube. Unfortunately, it is my last day and I'm coming to you from Singapore Changi Airport. I have 4 hours before my Jetstar flight back to Melbourne. One of my last meals in this fair country is obviously my all-time favourite. Chicken rice. Unlike the one where Nelson took me around, this is actually the roast chicken instead of the steamed chicken. It's still going to be equally delicious, and I got myself a lot of pickled chilies and lots of chili sauce. So I'm going to enjoy this very much. Unfortunately, it's my last meal. I don't want to go. I really love Singapore. Singaporeans, you are so lucky to live in such an amazing country. I will be back, and I'll be back very soon. Okay, this looks and smells amazing, everyone. So what I have here is obviously a typical chicken broth. Here are the pickled chilies. I'm not going to hold it because it's going to topple over, but this is a beautiful chili sauce. I will be making one, or my version of one, in the next few weeks. So subscribe and you'll get to watch me cook beautiful chili sauce. Oh my goodness, this chicken broth is amazing. It's so sweet. Oh, I could eat it. I could just add some boiled chicken, some noodles, some vegetables into this broth, and I'd be a very, very happy man. Oh, spectacular. And obviously, this is one of my all-time favorite sodas, is A&W root beer. I love it. Now, a lot of you are probably asking, wait a second, why aren't you in the Qantas Club? I will be. I'm going to head there later to eat, but I can't leave this country without having a bit of chicken rice, just to say goodbye to Singapore. And I seriously love the fact that here in the airport, Terminal 1, I can get amazing kopitiam food. I can get some amazing chicken rice at a very, very affordable price point. The serving size here is very impressive. So all this food for $6, I think. It's really delicious. So to anyone who's flying into Singapore and even just transiting, this food you must try. To those flying premium classes in business or first class, if the actual lounge food does not include a local Singaporean food, please head out and come to the 24-hour eateries and just, yeah, it's delicious. You'll love it. I'm so happy right now. Happy that I'm eating this, but not happy that I have to go back to Melbourne. But I do want to go home. It's just, I reckon I could still stay another couple of weeks, quite happily. Who knows? Maybe Nelson, City, and Sophie can swindle a job for me here in Singapore. I just realised something. Where did I put my camera? So, I'm going to take a photo of my food, obviously, with my iPhone, as opposed to my large Nikon stills camera. So I've got to go and WhatsApp this to my family back home. Okay, I can continue eating now that I've done all my job. Oh my goodness. just wondering if I should just order this dish again instead of eating at the lounge. I don't know. We'll see. I'd like to. Actually, it's been a while since, we've had a bit of a mealtime chat or, a little dinner time conversation. I'd love to have, a long half-hour session with you. Unfortunately, the camera that we have there only has a 32 gig SD card, which unfortunately means I don't have a long recording time. And I would like to actually film a little bit of the Qantas Club here in Singapore so you can see what it's like in there. So I probably won't film this entire eating session. Maybe, look, I'll be home tomorrow, so I'm not starting my diet for at least another week. So we're going to have at least a week of substantial meals and conversation, and I'll just give you a debrief on my time here in Southeast Asia.
Because everybody do work like that. One person do business, I'm people do work, not do business. Everybody do work.
Look, this chili sauce is delicious. Nothing compared to the chili sauce from that chicken place that Nelson took me to on Friday. This one is tartier, so it's got more vinegar. The one that Nelson took me to was actually very, very savoury. Savoury and sweet. Really, really good. Oh wow. Oh, there's this beautiful thick gravy at the bottom of this. It's such a pity I don't have Nelson here with me because he can share this meal so we can have more variety. Maybe next time. Oh, I'm so happy right now. This is delicious. Good. So I'm flying back on JQ8. I've flown this flight many times in a previous lifetime when I worked for this Australian bag company. I've spent a lot of time here in Singapore and Malaysia, and so I've flown this particular sector on numerous occasions. In the past, it's primarily on the Airbus 330, but Jetstar has now replaced all their 330s with the Boeing 787-800s. I don't know. Could just be me, it could just be perception, but it just doesn't, the actual the flight itself is very comfortable. So you can tell that there's a high humidity in the cabin. It's much quieter. You can hear a lot more conversation. But I don't know, I find that the seats just not as comfortable. Though, once again, it's a perception thing because I just assume that Jetstar's use the same seats on the 330s as they did on the 787. But just from my perception, it just seemed like it seemed a little more cramped. It just didn't seem like it had the incline, the decline. The back doesn't go as far back. I don't know. It could just be me. It is a red-eye flight, so we take off 8 p.m. Singapore time and arrive back into Melbourne at 6:20 a.m. Oh, I'm very happy. Oops. I want to finish all of the rice as well. Oh, Nelson, if you're watching this, you just sent me a WhatsApp message. I'm going to reply to you. So I'm sending a message. Chicken rice at the airport. I'd rather pay for chicken rice This must be enthralling video for all of you back home watching me eat without much conversation and me responding to people on WhatsApp. Oh, spectacular. So I think a few of my Instagram followers are coming to Singapore, so hopefully by the time you watch this, that you also have an opportunity to visit some of the hawker centres that I visited this week, or last week. I actually need to respond to them. It's so rude that I kind of neglected my Instagram followers. In an effort to conserve more recording time for Qantas Club and maybe some of the onboard plane, I'm going to say good night for now. So this is the SATS Singapore shower room. I'll show you around. Very high ceiling. Speakers for announcements, just so you know they don't make departure announcements, so you have to keep an eye out. Towel bin, tissues, hand sanitizer. You have to pick up your towel from a trolley outside. Toilet. And just so you know, this is one thing I consider quite important as well, is the number of ply. This is like one, maybe no more than 2-ply toilet paper. And the shower. Unbranded generic shampoo and soap dispenser. I'm now in there. Now I really like the pods. To those who've been here, they're these little kind of cubicles. And just suitable for 1 or 2 people. A very generous 2 PowerPoints. Okay, now let's go and get something to eat. So we've got a toaster, various breads and pastries, balsamic vinegar and olive oil, looks like butter, orange preserves and strawberry, jam, crackers, potato salad, corn and bean salad, fruits, feta cheese, various charcuteries. Ooh. Now that's where I'm going. Oh, yes, kway soup. See, I don't drink, so none of this will mean anything to me. Teas. I definitely will be making myself coffee. Got various sandwiches. This is Mark's favourite. He loves these gem biscuits. I'm going to have to get some just for him. Oh, my favourite. Hokkien noodles. Okay, that looks nothing like the ones from Maxwell Food Court. What is that? Potato gnocchi and beef brisket. Roasted chicken capsa with nasi minyak. Oh, okay, that sounds really good. I'm going to have to get some of that. And what do we have? We have cream of potato soup. Chocolate mousse, Black Forest. Oh, yes. Oh, that's my favourite. I'm so looking forward to that. Okay, it looks like a vegetarian Indian, a potato Indian curry and various roasted vegetables. I know I've eaten a fair bit for lunch already, but I think I'm going to have to get something. Okay, I've been to a lot of business and first class lounges all around the world, but not one of them. It could just well be timing, but not one have they ever given me one of these desserts. That's incredibly reminiscent of growing up and visiting my grandmother and my grandfather, and this is the dessert that they, the kind of the sweet that they would always serve us. I know that this is probably dying out or losing favour with a lot of the millennials and the younger generation, but not with this guy here. I love these traditional Asian desserts. It's actually one of my all-time favourites. So as you probably noticed in this, it's half empty. That's only because I filmed another segment, me eating it. But something, once again, this camera is playing up, so I did not record, it didn't record anything. So I'm gonna have to go and grab another bowl and have more of it. Here we go. Got myself a second bowl. I'm very happy right now. Oh, I love this. Okay, it's just sitting in the bowl. I got this from the serving counter, it's sitting in the bowl. So I went to the liquor section and got some ice cubes because I really like this really chilled. And grab some of that dried lemon. Oh, let me go and get a big piece of that white fungus. Oh, yum. Look at that. Look at that. good. Oh, I love this. I'm so happy right now. Oh, let's go and get some of that red date. We'll get a red date. Now I'm trying to see, did I grab any ginkgo nuts? Oh, I got a ginkgo nut. Here we go, a ginkgo nut and a date. Oh wow. Really, really good. I shouldn't eat so much because I'm going to the Qantas Club after this, so I really should save some room. What can I say? I'm happy. I don't know if you if I recorded the previous session. So if I did, good. So you won't hear this because I'll edit this out in post. But if I didn't, because of technical difficulties, this is the first airline lounge that has ever served this dessert that I've seen anyway. So. But because of that alone and the pure positive sense of nostalgia, this lounge has just shot to #1 in my books just for this dessert alone. So good. Hello from the Qantas Club Singapore bathroom. Now this is how you do a bathroom. It is spacious, it is sufficiently lit, it's got a little stool for me to sit on, very well appointed. The towel pack comes with a full-size bath towel, face towels, bathroom mat, get a shower cap, brush, Colgate toothpaste. You can't probably see, but a Spa Macadamia Quandong Replenishing Conditioner, Quandong Geranium Revitalizing Shampoo, and Grapefruit and Seaweed Revitalizing Body Cleanser. Now, I really do need a shower, and I've visited this lounge many times. Every time I either transit in Singapore or actually visit Singapore, this is my lounge of choice. So that's why I didn't have a shower when I was in the Priority Pass lounge or the SATS Premium Plaza lounge. So knowing what I was going to get here. One thing I always do as well is I always pack some hair products, as well as some cologne. I never ever pack toothbrush and toothpaste because it's always provided by the lounge. Even at the SATS Premium Plaza lounge, they provide toothbrush and toothpaste. I know I seem to be eating my own words, literally. I also went into the Priority Pass lounge and had a lot, if you recall, that Asian dessert. So I'm here at the Qantas Club eating yet more food. So I don't know if you can see that very clearly because Panasonic, you need to fix your autofocus, but we have a little bit of coleslaw, chicken curry, and a fried rice. And once again, I know in a past video, my top tip to beat jet lag and to beat long flights is to refrain from alcohol. And here I am having myself a double gin and tonic. Oh well, can't live a little, really. You know, as I said in the shower, one of my gripes about the Qantas Club here in Singapore is that there's so many simultaneous flights in and out, and also for all affiliated One World Airlines, that it gets really, really packed, and it's exceptionally packed. So I really would have loved to do a little tour of the lounge, but unfortunately there are just too many people, way too many people. I don't like the fact that my camera is always looking up. It makes me look better than I actually am. Doesn't help that I look 10 pounds heavier on camera anyway. This launcher. Oh. Now how I told you how to beat the number one tip on how to beat jet lag is to refrain from alcohol. Strike that. No, don't follow any of my advice. Okay. Start with coleslaw. Coleslaw's coleslaw. There was roughly like 5 or 6 different salads to pick from, and I chose probably the most boring salad they had there, which is coleslaw, but I love coleslaw. Being an ex-ketoer, I lived off coleslaw, and it will always have a special place in my heart. I love coleslaw. Yep. Okay. So this is just standard fried rice. So I think there's a bit of kale in here as well. And shiitake mushrooms. Now, when I was in here last time, they had this most amazing braised pork belly. Unfortunately, we've got chicken. And you all know how I feel about chicken. Okay. It's okay. It's a little overcooked. Actually, the fried rice and the coleslaw, my two favourite. Probably going to be the first time I'm going to be leaving any protein on my plate. Actually, that fried rice is really, really good. I would have a whole plate of it, but unfortunately, my flight is boarding soon. It's going to be a full meal on board, so this is just a pre-flight snack. I don't think I can fit another morsel of food in. So, this is me signing off from Singapore. Thank you all for joining me this incredible, incredible trip through this beautiful, beautiful country. Bye.